The supercharged Mustang is finally here for the S650 Mustang. Hey guys, welcome to Red 50. Thank you for tuning into another video. Today we're going to be talking about the S650 Mustang supercharged variant, and that is not Boss, not Shelby, not Mach 1, but it's going to be the Dark Horse supercharged version. So we're going to be talking about everything you need to know about the Dark Horse supercharged version that was just announced. And we're going to also be talking about not just the feature, but the pricing and the horsepower as well. So we've seen all the spy shots, and we finally have the official reveal from Ford just yesterday, or it was kind of leaked, but we have the Dark Horse supercharged version. And this is not your ordinary 5.0 supercharged. We're going to talk about all the detail. This is 5.2 liter supercharged V8 paired with the 7-speed dual clutch transmission. Yes, you heard me correctly. 7-speed dual clutch transmission, not a 10R80, not a Tremec. So this is different than your regular Dark Horse, which was already a pretty capable platform with the track focus suspension and made pretty good power, 500 horsepower. But this one is going to be a lot more, and we'll cover that. So Ford definitely wanted to appeal to the new generation of buyer. That's why the Dark Horse was unveiled. That was at the S650 unveil a couple years ago, and that was one of the things that they said they wanted to kind of appeal to the younger generation, newer generation buying these cars, which is why they got the drift brake. They wanted to go with a new name, not a Boss, not a Mach 1, not a Shelby, completely different, and that is why the Dark Horse was born. And now we have a Dark Horse that is a successor to the GT500 S550. Now, a lot of exciting news. We're going to get some suspension component, carbon fiber everywhere, massive brake, the exhaust tips look really good, and all the things you kind of expect to make it really distinguished from a regular Mustang. I mean, even just look at this massive carbon fiber wing. It borrows the details from the GT500 S550 to really let you know this is the successor to the GT500. Let's talk about pricing and the power. That's what we're here for. Unfortunately, at the time of the making of this video, nothing is officially confirmed from Ford, but we have a couple pointers that we can look at and kind of predict what the power is going to be and what the pricing is going to be. So let's talk about power first, because that's what we're here for. Now, in S550, the GT500, when it paired with the 7-speed dual clutch transmission, made 760 horsepower, which was insane considering the previous GT500 made like 660 horsepower. And Ford has used the same engine combination in the GTD, which is the top trim Mustang you can buy right now. And with that setup, that GTD Mustang is making about 810 horsepower. So you can already see there's a 50 horsepower increase from the S550 GT500 to the GTD using the same engine combination. Now we know while the 50 horsepower increase is possible, Ford is likely not going to want to make more horsepower with this Dark Horse supercharged variant to have more power than the GTD. I mean, the GTD is the top dog Mustang, so you just can't do that. But they're also going to want to up it compared to the S550, GT500, because you don't want to sell the same thing. So likely my estimate is going to be around 780-ish horsepower, 780, 785 horsepower, which is kind of similar to what we saw with the S550 GT versus S650 GT. You had 460 and then you got the 480, it's about 20 horsepower bump. Now, of course, this engine is going to be supercharged, so you're literally 1 tune away to surpassing 810 that the GTD makes with using the same engine. So I'm very excited to see that what the official numbers are going to be. It's likely going to be 780-ish horsepower. 0 to 60 will probably load 3 seconds because it is still rear-wheel drive. So traction is always going to be an issue. But we'll hopefully have some of these specs out very soon. Now let's talk about pricing. That's the biggest thing we've had issues with the S550, but I'm not going to bring it up in this video because we're going to assume Ford knows what they're doing and they're going to price it right. But let's look at the S550 GT500. The last year it was in production was 2022. You get the base GT500 for around $80,000, including the destination and gas guzzler tax. Now, I know no one was able to get them at MSRP. They were all 10-15K over MSRP, which is why still you see low mileage kind of still above the MSRP range because everyone paid over MSRP. But to make this fair comparison, I'm going to do MSRP to MSRP. I know there's going to be a markup, but we're going to ignore that for a second. Now, if you look at the S650 Mustang, in general, prices increase from the S550. Whether you're buying the EcoBoost, whether you're buying the GT or the Dark Horse, and that's where we come in. The Dark Horse kind of starts around low 60s for a base Dark Horse. No track pack or anything like that, but when you spec it out, a decently equipped or pretty much fully loaded Dark Horse can go from 60-ish thousands to like almost $80,000. So having a supercharged Dark Horse coming at $80,000 is just not gonna work, because that is pretty much the same price as S550 GT500 or a fully loaded Dark Horse. And we have seen about 15 to 20% price increases from S550 to S650. So likely this is gonna be around $92,000 or $90,000 to be conservative MSRP. And that is, I know, pretty expensive. And I would like it to be lower, but that's, Ford could surprise it, but that's looking at everything that's, you know, all the facts with the GT500 price and the Dark Horse pricing. You're just not gonna get a car that's $80,000 MSRP. And on top of that, you gotta add the markups. I don't think Ford is going to do 100K, which is honestly possible, but I don't think Ford is going to do 100K, because then you run into the problem of like 100K for a Mustang. 90K is also pretty much there, but 100K just has this tone to it. So I don't think Ford is going to go 100K, but we'll definitely see 90K is what my guess is. Nonetheless, I'm really excited because we finally have the top trim level of the Mustang. We have been waiting for this. We have seen Spy Shot. There was this legend code name, and we just didn't know. It could have been Boss, it could have been Shelby, but Ford completely took us all by surprise by using the Dark Horse name. And that really means that Ford believes in that sub-branding that it has created for the Mustang. And Dark Horse is not just something that comes in for a couple of years, it's not a success, and then you kind of remove it, and you just don't have a true successor. Dark Horse branding is here to stay, and that's, Ford has made sure of that statement, because otherwise they would not be putting that bold of a name to replace the GT500, which has been iconic. Everyone who knows Mustang, the GT500 is the pinnacle of the Mustang, no matter what generation you look at. So I'm excited to see what the Dark Horse is going to bring. It's going to be very exciting. Hopefully Ford reveals the pricing. At the time of the video, we don't have any pricing, we don't have any specs, but there is a reveal later today. So depending on when you're seeing the video, you'll probably have more details than I do as of right now. But either way, I'm really excited to be seeing it. They're going to open the deliveries around March or so, and late spring or summer is when we're going to get the deliveries. So you'll start seeing them out on the road, or at least at your dealerships, right around the summer time frame. So I'm really excited to see those in person and maybe make some content. When we go to Ford Nationals, it's probably going to be there. So we're definitely going to make some content. I was not able to go to the Detroit show that's currently happening right now, but I'm excited. The S650 Mustang has been killing in sales, and Dark Horse has received really good reviews, pricing aside. But so it only makes sense to kind of push the envelope even further and get something that is truly a monster, and that is going to be this Dark Horse supercharged version. Same, a successor to the GT500, which is a pretty big shoes to fill in, but I know the Dark Horse is going to be capable of it, and I'm excited to see what the Dark Horse is going to bring to Ford's table. And we're just going to have an insane lineup. The GT, the GTD, the Dark Horse supercharged version. Ford is not stopping at all, and I'm excited to see what it's going to be once we finally have the Dark Horse supercharged version out for the review, and probably beating cars a lot more pricier than what it would cost. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you smash the like button, and of course subscribe to Red 50 for more videos.